Good morning. It is Wednesday. Wednesday.
Our friends at Cardone Ventures call it Wednesday. Winner's Day.
The day of the winners.
I would like to say a thing. The first thing is a reminder of the Transformation Kickstart Challenge. That is a 14-day challenge where we will be teaching you the 14 fundamental foundational principles of weight loss the right way.
Sustainable transformation. Whether you want to kick off a plateau or kickstart your transformation, join the Transformation Kickstart Challenge.
Go to improveyousolutions.com/Kickstarter. The other thing I want to say, because I want to say another thing, is I want to share a story from this morning, because today's Whatever Wednesday, really, and the title of this is, What is Financial Freedom? Yes, we're going to talk about it. But first, a very important lesson from a story from this morning, because I think it's very valuable, and it is on my mind and heart. And that is the best place for me to share from right now. So this morning, we were feeling defeated because we set really big goals. And
big and scary goals.
And life is hard, period. Everybody has problems. These are things I remind myself of when I'm in the mode of transferring energy back into positivity. That was like a Dragon Ball Z move. I'm not really sure. Never watched Dragon Ball Z, but my little brother did. So anyways, we were feeling defeated, and I want to teach the power of vulnerability, transparency, and communication. You said to me, I need your help.
Yep.
Vulnerability. Number one, how many times have we had a hard time just telling somebody, I need help? I need your help. I need some help. Somebody help me. Vulnerability. A lot of us think like, oh, I should be able to do this on my own. Okay, so then it was transparency. I'm feeling really defeated. And I'm really struggling because X, Y, Z. Doesn't matter because we're going to overcome it anyways. So the details are irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
The third one was the communication. Explain problem. Ask for help. And the power of positivity. It is impossible to feel the way she was feeling and be positive at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Impossible.
Yep.
Not always easy to be positive. It's much easier to be negative. Look out into the world. Most of it is negative because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can train yourself, no matter what, we're going to have negative thoughts. They start, right? We all have them. Your ability to, at the speed in which you can turn a negative thought into something positive will determine your success. Period. 100% of the time, every time, hands down, doesn't matter what you're doing.
Amen.
The speed in which you can turn a negative thought into something positive will determine your success in anything and all things.
Yeah.
Okay? That's lesson number one. All right, now we can talk about what is financial freedom. Had to get that off my chest.
So, you know what? Since we're on this topic of vulnerability, you guys, you know that we're promoting the Transformation Kickstarter Challenge. We have a huge target. Honestly, I would love your help. If you're grateful by this mission and how we're helping you or how we've helped you, we would love your help. If you can please help us to spread the good word with regards to the Transformation Kickstarter Challenge. It is completely free, you guys, completely free. We want to help 10,000 people in this challenge. And we know that, we need an army to move a mountain. And we also know that there's no stronger army than the ENS army.
The ENS army.
However, we only perceive a statement through action. Like it's easy to say the ENS army is the strongest army, okay? But like, what have we done collectively as a community to prove it? So we would be extremely happy and grateful if you find it in your heart to, and if you have any questions about how I can help you, we'll be happy to do so. However, we know that you have access to people that we don't know. And let's face it, 70% of this country is completely overweight. Let's not talk about, how many of them are not even talking about it, who are just like experiencing like emotional eating, whatever it may be. So please, if you find it in your heart, if you have any sort of gratitude for this mission or what we have done for you, then please, 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 we'd love it if you can share it. Either, send a message to your mom, your aunt, your uncle, maybe your wife, your husband, or maybe make a post about it.
You can make a post about it. You can forward an email that you get sent. You can share a post that we make. You can repost a post we make on Instagram. You can screenshot and share a story that we make on our Instagram or Facebook. So many ways. And this is great that you're saying, hey, I need your help, because this is in action.
Vulnerability in action.
In action.
We need your help, dude.
We do need help. We do need help. I'm thinking about the term begging and the definition of begging. It's a, hey, we do so many things for free because we know we can help. All we can ask of you is that the price that you pay is sharing it with as many people as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's just one.
Every share, everywhere it gets pushed out is helpful.
So every piece of action matters. And, if you have any questions or you're not sure, please go ahead and email admin@erinandsarit.com. Like, I take full responsibility for the fact that I would love to help you if you're serious about helping us. Because we can't do this alone, you guys. Like, we keep showing up every single day. Our calendar and schedule is fully booked all day, every single day. And this is me just being fully honest. Like, we're doing our best, but in order for us to really take this to the next level, like, we need help. And we're doing everything that we can. And I would love to help you if you are like, I want to help, to do this even more productively. Like, this is me just putting it out there, because we'd be extremely grateful. This is our purpose. And
if you see an ad of ours, can you comment on it with what your experience has been by working with us? That will help people to understand that this is different. That will be a huge way to help. Just make a comment or even click the share button on it and then share the ad. So many of you came in through an ad that you found of us, and without that, we wouldn't be able to serve you. We wouldn't be able to help you. So think about that. And if you can just make a comment, like it, tell people if you believe it's awesome, tell them it's awesome, and that will really help. So
yeah,
thank you for that in advance. And
thank you. We're so grateful for you guys, honestly, for taking your time to listen to us every single day, and for being a part of this mission, and also for being passionate about this mission. It really means a lot. Okay, cool. So today's topic, Wealth Wednesdays. So like we said a couple of weeks ago, we're bringing Wealth Wednesdays back. And today we're going to be talking about the concept of financial freedom. And you know what? We actually had a different topic for today, which we'll be talking about. However, we decided to switch it because over the last couple of days, week or so, I've been in conversation with multiple people, and the phrase financial freedom was dropped, and I realized that there is a huge misunderstanding with regards to what financial freedom is. And it's really important to talk about, and here's why it's important to talk about it. Because in order for you to achieve something, you have to understand it. So if you have the wrong target, you're always going to have the wrong result. And the purpose of today's conversation is to shed some light on what does financial freedom really mean, so that, you know, if this is something that you're looking to achieve, and by the way, I really hope that for each and every one of you guys listening or watching this, it is a goal of yours. Otherwise, you're just really disservicing yourself. However, you know, if it's not, then there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
But, you know, if this is a goal of yours, then in order for you to be able to achieve that goal, the first thing that you have to do is understand it.
Freedom. The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. If we're talking about financial freedom, I would add a word in there. The power or right to act, speak, think, or spend as one wants without hindrance or restraint. So we had a very small conversation about this. Tell me about what your experience has been with the people who you've had semi-conversation with about what their idea of financial freedom has been.
Yeah. And like,
though
that? I'm not going to mention any names, please know that this is not us putting you on the spot. Like it obviously, like, it seems as if there is a misinterpretation of what it actually means, and I don't blame anybody who's got a misinterpretation, because again, like, nobody talks about these things, and this is why it is so important to have conversations like Wealth Wednesdays and money conversations, because you're always going to be off target if you don't understand something. Mm-hmm. And when something is not talked about, how the heck can it be understood?
Yeah, the misinformation or lack of understanding was inspiring, because it opened our eyes, like, oh, whoa, hold on. Like, we need to reframe what your idea of financial freedom is. Because if, like Sarit said, like, if you don't know the game, you're never going to win it.
Yeah. Imagine if Tom Brady,
here we go,
didn't know NFL rules. Would he be able to win all the Super Bowls that he won? 5 Super Bowls. No. You got to understand. In order to be a player, you got to play the game. In order to play the game, you got to know the rules of the game. Player. Okay, so you guys, financial freedom. What it really means.
Hold on, what has been expressed to you several times also.
Several times from several people.
Yeah, this is like what inspired this conversation was multiple people thinking along the same line, and we want to elevate that. Mm-hmm. So what has been perceived as financial freedom is what?
Yeah, so what has been perceived as financial freedom was not having any debt. And
I would like to know what you guys think. You guys are over here in the comments, so that's why I look over there. But I would like to know what, just in your own mind, like, what does it mean to have financial freedom? What is that for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I want to share with you guys some numbers in order to really shed light on the importance of this. You guys, 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Did you guys know that 40% of the money that's circulating, US dollars that are circulating around the world, have been printed over the last year. And 90% of the wealth is in this country belongs to 10% of the people in this country. So what that means is that obviously there's a huge misunderstanding. The ones who understand the game have all the money. There is an abundance of money. There's more money in the world than there has ever been before.
Nearly 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account. 70% have less than $1,000 in their savings account.
Yeah.
Well, it makes me think of something else, but we can talk about how to rethink this after we understand the real definition of financial freedom. But here, Samantha says no bills. Denise says have your money work for you. Daisy, to be able to buy what I need without worrying about how much is in my account, to have disposable income. I follow Dave Ramsey principles. To me, it means not worrying about money, knowing that I have all I need, and it keeps coming in, and I'm not worried about it going out. It's being able to buy what I want when I want, to have positive cash flow, not having to worry about money, no debt, ability to be able to experience more opportunities without worrying or stressing about being able to afford it. A lot of these, you told me to wait.
Keep going.
Oh, keep reading them? Make enough money. So make enough and manage my money so that it works for me and I'm able to save. There's one person who got it. It was way at the top.
Yep. One person got it right. You guys, this is why this is so important.
I didn't read it. Brittany White, passive income exceeds expenses.
And also, it doesn't matter what financial freedom means to you. You have to understand what it means.
I asked what it means to them because that's what it means. In their world right now, that is what it means.
Yeah.
Right? So no debt is not financial freedom. No bills is not financial freedom. That's called poverty. No bills means you have nothing. You don't have a house. You don't have a phone. You don't.
Yeah, no bills. That's a wrong target. You can't live in a world with no bills. And not having any debt, that's inaccurate because there is good debt and bad debt.
Most of the wealthiest people actually have debt.
Yeah.
They leverage it. Yeah. How do I use debt? You can't buy unless you've got $500,000 stashed away somewhere. You cannot buy a property asset without debt.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because the numbers keep magnifying. It's about leveraging debt.
Living within your means is not financial freedom.
Nope. That's constricting yourself.
That's a way to get to financial freedom.
Save before you spend. Not necessarily.
I think that's a Dave Ramsey thing.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Dave Ramsey used debt to become as successful as he is. So it's kind of strange. It's about leverage though, and what he teaches is great in some ways because it helps people to understand, hey, how can I begin to get out of debt that is bad debt? How can I get out of my consumer debt? What's a strategic way for me to work this plan to get out of consumer debt? That doesn't mean all debt is bad debt. So what financial freedom, when your passive income exceeds your expenses. If you add up all your expenses, let's say it costs you $5,000 a month to live. Your rent, your phone bills, your food, your gas in your car, insurance, everything. Let's say it's $5,000. You will need passive income that exceeds that. Guaranteed coming in every single month from assets so that if you chose to never work again, your bills would all be paid.
Or if, God forbid, you couldn't work again, you'd still be cash flow positive.
That's freedom. No restriction, without restraint. Without, what did it say? Without, oh, I got rid of it. Yeah, you're not restricted.
There's 3 forms of income, you guys. We talked about it on one of our episodes last year. Active income, residual income, passive income. Okay?
Active income, trading time for money.
Yeah.
Residual income, I did the work and I still kind of do the work, but the money is compounding and I'm getting paid more for the same amount of work, but the money keeps growing.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm actively
on a monthly basis.
Working. Yep.
Right? Passive, your money is your employee. Passive is, I put my money somewhere, I could go 9-9, money will come back. No effort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is why this is important, because like out of 20 responses, only one person got it right. And by the way, that one person, like I'm working with her together, and I know that she's on the track to creating financial freedom. So Brittany White, like a huge shout out to you. Like you're playing the game right, and this is why you're gonna have financial freedom, no doubt. But you guys, like when you don't understand the game, you have the wrong target.
Who's thinking differently right now? I want to know, like, who's like, huh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
The biggest real estate investors with the greatest amount of cash flow and passive income have debt. They're just not the ones paying for it. Mm-hmm. It's leverage. Increases net worth because they've got the assets. The assets are in their name. The assets are in their name, and if they chose to sell it, the amount of cash flow that they've had from it, they're going to be able to pay the loan back and still have some. Their assets are also appreciating over time. So for the amount of money they continue paying to the bank from rent, not their money, other people's money, they get rent, they pay the mortgage. Whatever else they have after any other expenses, whatever, won't get into the details, but there's other expenses that come in that other than just paying back the mortgage. Whatever the positive cash flow is on that goes to them. And then they can turn around and they can put that into another asset tax-free. But it's all debt. It's all leveraged by debt. So it has nothing to do, financial freedom has nothing to do with do I have debt or not. This is what kind of debt do you have and how are you using it or not using it to your advantage.
Mm-hmm. We have a question from Michelle Marshall.
Brittany, do I win a shirt? Okay, what's the question?
Am I understanding this as passive income would be things like rental properties, that's passive income. Or managing sales team. No, managing a sales team is not passive income.
Investing in others. I know I'm thinking small, but trying to understand. Yeah, so you're on the right track. Passive income is money that you get and you're not doing anything. There's no extra energy that you've had to put into receiving money back other than the financial energy. Like money is energy. Money, manifestation of energy. M-O-N-E-Y. Manifestation of energy. Fuzz. So passive is, I put money into a stock. I don't know much about stocks. The asset or whatever I bought appreciates and I get paid. I didn't do anything. I just put the money in there. I didn't have to trade any of my time. I didn't have to use any other energy besides the money. There's other things you can invest in that you'll get paid on. You can become an investor of somebody else who's buying property, and then you get paid a certain percentage of whatever cash flow, like positive cash flow there is. That's I don't say free. It's not free. That's passive. Passive is like without action. What is the word? What is the actual definition of passive? I think this might help. Definition of passive: accepting or allowing what happens or what others do without active response or resistance. It's like it's just happening.
Without actively going to work for it.
It's just happening.
Yeah.
Passive income, great. Passive attitude. Let's get it right. Not all passive is good. Passive aggressive.
Wasn't Brandon saying something about passive yesterday on the call?
Oh, shoot. No, it was Josh. Josh said it. Josh said, or something
if you're not being massive, you're being passive.
Be massive or stay passive.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
You do not want to be passive, but you want to have
passive without
passive
effort.
Income.
Without effort or resistance.
Yeah.
Without any active response or resistance. That's passive.
Yeah.
Passive income is money coming income, without any action. That's cool. I like the sound of that. So when that exceeds your expenses, you literally could sit like a couch potato and you will be able to pay all your bills. Now, here's the caveat. That might be the right word. I don't really know, but it sounds like it fits. Here's the caveat. The people who create the amount of passive income that exceeds their expenses never sit on their ass. That's never their goal. Mm-hmm. That's why they get there.
You can't get to financial freedom by thinking small and without taking massive action.
And it's really difficult to get to financial freedom if your idea in your mind is, when I reach this point, I can do nothing.
Yeah. Because
all you're going to be focusing on is when I get to do nothing, and you will do nothing and you will not get there. So anything there is, you don't get something good for nothing. You can get something for nothing. Probably unhappiness, because you haven't taken any action to do anything. We're going to focus on the other end of that, though. The other side of that coin is anything great that you want to achieve requires effort, requires work, requires time, requires patience, requires resilience, where's the iceberg of success? Google Iceberg of Success and look at everything that is unseen. Many of you have probably already seen it, and I know we talked about it. Let's look it up real quick. Iceberg of... I spelled iceberg wrong. It's an E, not a U. That's okay. Iceberg of Success. Let's look at this. On the top of the iceberg, you see success. Ty Lopez. Oprah Winfrey.
Shiny lights.
Whoever, right? What you don't see: hard work, persistence, discipline, sacrifice, late nights, rejection, passion, failure, doubt, fear, all of these things. How many did we feel this morning? We felt fear,
doubt, failure,
semi-rejection,
sacrifice, late nights.
It's all. There's even more. I would add more to that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But you have to ask yourself, like, what is it that I really want, and what am I willing to do? Mm-hmm. And how, what's the timeline on this? So anybody who's like, make $1 million in 1 year. No. Okay, maybe if you're already at
Maybe
750K.
Yeah, maybe if you've got things going already.
But yeah, so, just keep that in mind. We show up. We like the greatest thing for us is to like have a hand in people's success. To get you to think outside of a little box, to get you to believe that you're capable of so much more. Believe that there is no restraint or restriction on you. I speak to the mostly American population. And when I say mostly, I mean there's other countries that have these opportunities. But I have only lived in America, and I'm grateful there's a lot of people here. Because if I can have a hand in your success to get you to change your perspective on success and what it actually requires, like a good teacher, a good mentor, a good guide will tell you the truth. Nobody wants to hear the reason why there's very few successful people in comparison to the amount of people in the world. A small percentage of people truly successful. And you have to first define your idea of success. Mm-hmm. Because that is subjective. Is that the right one? Or objective?
You're using, I think, subjective. Like, it's different for each person.
Yeah. Whatever it means, where it's different for each person. But you have to define that for yourself. And if financial freedom is a part of your success definition or idea, then you have to, we need to understand what it really takes. Mm-hmm. How long it really takes. Everybody's vehicle may be different, but you're all capable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope this is helping change your perspective to see set yourself up for the long run. It's the same with weight loss.
Yeah.
It's the same with weight loss. We want results so fast that we end up taking forever to get them. If we even get them. And I'm talking about results in a long-term sense. Oh, I did keto and it worked for me. Well, if you're still wanting to lose weight, then it didn't work. Am I wrong? If you haven't reached and stayed at and held on to the destination and the results, whatever you did didn't work. Which is great, because now you're smarter. Mm-hmm. And now you know one way to not do it.
Yep. One step closer.
Right? It's either a stumbling block or a stepping stone, my love. Which way do you see it? So you have to set yourself up for how, what does this journey really look like? And am I willing to put in the work? Mm-hmm. Am I willing for it to take that amount of time? Am I willing to fall on my face, get punched in the face
hundreds of times,
and then just get back up and say, whoof, someone wiped the blood off my mouth. I'm going to keep going because I'm not dead. Thanks God. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Set yourself up for success by understanding the amount of work, trial, tribulation, persistence, and grit.
And whatever your expectation is, now you can times it by 10 with regards to how much time and how much effort it'll really take you. And once you do that, then you will probably take more action and you will not feel so defeated. Whether, you've done something for 2 weeks and you're like, oh, I didn't lose 14 pounds, or maybe you've been, more disciplined about your spending and you're like, oh, how come I don't have financial freedom after 1 year? It's a long-term game, dude. But if you don't know how to play the game, you'll always be in the wrong target. And this is why so many people, why is it that 90% of the people who go on a diet end up gaining more weight than when they started? Because they have the wrong target. For most people, they don't even know what their target is.
I think it's a lot of impatience too. It's like,
sure,
I want everything fast. Thanks, Amazon. Like there's so many.
No, it's the devil.
It really is. It really is. There's.
We'll talk about that in a couple of weeks.
I've gotten so passionate about one topic, and it's the topic of positive energy versus negative energy. It's ridiculous. Got to be mindful. There's so many things in this world that are here to take you down, and it's a battle between you and negativity. And how committed am I to remaining positive? It's easier said than done. But yeah, great things take time. And you know what's cool about it? Is that when you do get there, for one, you're not there. Because if you ever get there, you got there because your initial target was there. And now you're not there. You picking up what I'm putting down? And when you get there, you're still not there because it changed and now it's over here.
Yeah.
You never get there.
Never.
You never get there.
Never.
The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow keeps moving. It's about the chase. It's like Boogie with the lizards.
He's probably chasing right now.
It's about the chase.
For him,
it's about eating it too.
All that happens is that you build confidence.
And more belief. Your belief in yourself each time you achieve something. This is why documenting your wins, no matter how big or small, I challenge you today to keep your eyes open. If you take away one thing from this video, keep your eyes open to what your wins are today. Can be this big. It can be, I gave somebody a compliment and it changed my attitude. Win. Bing. 2 points.
I showed up for my workout today even if I didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I ate clean at the office when everybody around me was eating shit.
I only ate one peanut M&M from the bowl of peanut M&Ms at work when I normally take a handful. Or I scored a new client today. I made this much money today. Like anything. It can be an outcome related. It can be action related. But when you focus on your wins, it builds confidence. And then when you build confidence, your belief level goes up, and the amount you understand you're capable of achieving gets higher and higher and higher and higher. I will tell you something right now. We are not our business, right? Like if you own a business or, you work for a business, the business owner is not the business or shouldn't be. But in terms of revenue, and we've shared this publicly before anyways, so fine. This isn't like a brag. I don't even feel like it's a brag because honestly, like now that we're here, like I feel like it's nothing. Why? Because my belief is so high. There are 6 figures a month being generated by Improve You. Great. You know what that does? That gives us the ability to give people jobs. That gives us the ability to give better prizes in our challenges. That allows us to do so many things that we were not able to do before. Money doesn't come to us. We are not our business. But the fact that there are six figures that I see coming in every single month is something that even a year ago I would have been like, oh my God, if we were there.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how great life would be. Guess what? We still have the same amount of problems.
More
problems. We have more problems.
More.
And it isn't more money, more problems. It's bigger impact, more problems. Because why? Now there's more people counting on you. That's also something you have to expect. Like the more success, the more you've had to overcome. But the better you get at it.
Mm-hmm.
And now our there isn't there.
Nope.
But our belief in what we can achieve has skyrocketed because we reached this there. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Hope that makes sense. That was a lot.
This will be exciting to watch like 3 years from now.
Remember when we were only making 6 figures a month? You guys, I want all of you to be able to say that.
Mm-hmm. All of you guys have an equal opportunity, especially if you live in the United States.
One thing that I think I talked about on a Monday was doing it with somebody. Don't be alone in this.
Mm-mm.
It will, I don't want to say impossible. I really don't believe anything's impossible at this point. I could probably grow wings on my back somehow. I believe that that's possible. I don't know how, nor do I care to try to figure it out. But doing it alone is so much harder, like 100 times harder than if you have somebody or multiple somebodies. That's why we want to grow the team. By the way, if you are a health or fitness minded and you've helped people within this industry before and you have a desire to continue helping, but you feel like you're in the wrong vehicle to be able to create an awesome, sustainable financial life for yourself, and you want an opportunity, we have, Lauren, can you post the job posting from Indeed? We have positions open, and like we need people who want to make a massive difference, who are not afraid to fail, who are not afraid to work their asses off, who are not afraid of the word sales. Sales happens everywhere, every day. You sell on a daily basis, whether you know it or not.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't sell, you're being sold.
You have kids, you're selling them to do their homework. Sales. So anyways, if that's you, somewhere, somehow, there's a link that we have. But only if you're serious. Because I would say we're not easy to work for. I would say we're great. I would say it's a great environment. But it requires hard work, and we've done it all. And we have such high standards and expectations, not just for our team, you guys, for you too. We want you to succeed. I've gone on so many tangents today.
Yeah, you have. I'm like, okay, Erin's
freedom.
Show.
Financial freedom to, if you're a health or fitness professional that maybe you lost your job during COVID. Every gym shut down, nearly. Mm-hmm. If you know anybody, I want to help them. Send them our way.
Yeah.
Because we're going up.
Mm-hmm.
So
and our goal is to help you guys come up with us.
But we're going up what? We are going up. Because we're on a mission to transform how many lives? Millions. We're not even close.
Through the same movement, nutrition, lifestyle, and financial habits that have transformed ours.
You like my dance?
Yeah.
was my interpretive dance to the mission statement. It's a lot of shoulders and neck, like a bobblehead. Try it, everybody. You gotta let it flow. Just feel it. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I have no idea what even happened.
I hope that this added value to you. You know, there's so many reasons to share this, but seriously, if this added value to you, if this is the first time you're hearing about financial freedom, or perhaps you're like, oh my gosh, I've been so off target about financial freedom. Let's face it, like 19 out of 20 of you guys were off target, and that's not to call you out, but just
it's great because now you know.
This is why we have these conversations, so that you learn how to play the game, because if you don't learn how to play the game, you're always going to be off target. And also, again, if you're grateful for anything that we've done for you, then all that we ask is that you share this video, and also we'll make sure to make an edit on it so that we can also add the link for the TKC, so that hopefully you can help us to get more people into this free challenge. We know that this is the answer that people need. Why? Because people have wrong targets. Therefore, they never get the results that they want to. And the Transformation Kickstarter Challenge is step 1 with regards to learning how to achieve a sustainable total body and mind transformation. Cool. Wrapping it up.
Cool.
So just a reminder, you guys, we will be at a workshop once again tomorrow. This is workshop season. So
Keep
that
learning,
we can
my
learn
friends.
all the things, so we can teach you all the things. And therefore, we will not be around tomorrow. However, we do have something very special coming at you tomorrow and Friday. So just know that for you guys,
you get to show up again.
Yeah, you get to show up again. We're going to show up just for something different. You will see a different face tomorrow, and that's the beauty of it. So we hope that you tune in for tomorrow's episode at 9:30 a.m. It's going to be an amazing conversation. And
that's it.
We will see you guys on Monday at noon Eastern time.
Noon.
Because starting next week, Espresso is moving to noon instead of 9:30. And we are looking forward to seeing you guys there.
Maybe some new faces. All right, you guys. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Hope that this helped. And we love you all. And we will see you Monday at noon Eastern.
Bye.
Bye.